All right, so beach volleyball, the rules are changing. The game is changing. Jump sets, they're being way looser on hands, and they're not really calling anything anymore. And they're probably going to end up changing the rule to where they really don't call any hands at all, which is fine. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, in the year 2000, 2001, they changed beach volleyball dramatically by making the court 4 feet smaller and changing the scoring from side out to rally. So meaning you could only get the point when you're serving to now you get a point at the end of every rally, right? The games used to be to 15 side out scoring. Sometimes you'd be stuck at 8-8 for like an hour. But I guess that those games sometimes would be really long, like 3 hours. Sometimes they'd be really quick, 15, 20 minutes. And it wasn't ideal for TV and media. So St. John Smith and some other people on FIVB committee decided to change the games to games of 21, rally scoring. They're more consistent game times, lengths. So it's easier to run commercials and stuff. But I think that was the worst thing to happen to beach volleyball, and it is the one thing I actually want to bring back. I don't mind the small court. I think it's fine. It allows for bigger players, taller players. People like watching that. But what I will push for, and I will continue to push for, is to bring back side-out scoring. It's way more fun. Every tournament I've played that's side-out has just been so fun for the fans. Think about this. If there's a point after every rally, then each point isn't worth as much, right? Isn't worth as much, like emotionally, isn't worth as much in the eyes of the beholder. There's a point at the point the score changes after every rally, so it's kind of hard to keep track of. But when you can only get the point if you're serving, it's a pretty big deal when you get the point. Because if you know volleyball, you should side out every time. When you're getting served, you have a really high chance of getting the point, and you should get the point. And that's not the exciting part. That's not the point you should be rewarded on, is getting the point when you're served the ball. You should do that. What you should be rewarded for is getting a dig and then converting. That's the hard part. That's what we still even call real points. In rally scoring, we call them real points. When you dig and convert, that's what makes the difference in the game. When you have side-out scoring, there's always a sense of hope, even if you're down. Like I was just playing a side-out tournament this past weekend, and we were down 7-2. It was a game to 15, but there was still hope. We ended up coming back. We were up 11-10, and then we were down 13-11 and this is like 20 minutes, right? And then we're up 14-13, and then the other team comes back and wins the game by 2. Like, it's super intense, super dramatic. Like, there's always hope. It's just so fun. You can hold on for so long. I had this one match that was 8-8 for like 40 minutes. It was a 2-hour match. I understand the TV aspect, and it's easier to have it on TV because you can have the commercials at a certain time, but it doesn't even matter these days. Everything's online. You just watch it on YouTube. Like these days, if you want to watch volleyball, you just stream it. It doesn't even matter. We decide when the ads are these days. So why don't we bring side-out scoring back? I really believe that's the thing that's going to make beach volleyball popular again. Nobody even knows what the score is at these AVB tournaments. They don't even have scoreboards. It changes after every play, and people are always constantly having to ask what the score is. If it's side out, the score doesn't change that much, so it's way easier to keep track. You don't even need a scoreboard. You just ask, okay, what's the score? It's probably not going to change for a little bit. I'm going to fight for this for for a while. I really believe it is the way to go, how we're going to bring the sport back. Side out scoring. Let's do it.